Hello everyone, good afternoon. Thank you so much for coming to this session. I'm very excited to show you this session, which is a session that my team and myself have worked on for multiple months now. And I'm going to be totally honest and frank with you. I'm not having a great afternoon because I don't know if you noticed, but some parts of Azure are down at the moment. Yes? And those are exactly the parts that I was supposed to show you today. But don't fret, because we are very clever people. We have videos of all our demos. And so I apologize in advance for showing you some video content. I like to show, I think the people who know me know that I like to show live demos as much as possible. We'll do as much live demos as possible, and then we'll switch to video where necessary, with my apologies in advance. So debugging and interacting with a production application, you can find some resources here, so you can go and get the slides. But also, if you go on GitHub, you will find some deployment templates which allow you to deploy the demos that we are going to show you later in your own subscription, try things out by yourself, so you can deploy, namely, the Tailwind Traders web application, as well as everything around it, application inside, everything is configured for you. So that is a good place to get started. So, what makes working with production applications so difficult? Well, there are a number of reasons. First of all, you know, when everything is running locally on your machine, getting the logs, getting the data, getting information about the exceptions is relatively easy. Everything is local, so you can just go into there. But of course, when everything is running on a web server, or even worse, multiple web servers with a load balancer in the middle, that makes acquiring this information more difficult. Also, configuration is going to be different between the production environment compared to your machine. Data is going to be different. Very often you connect to a different database. We have production database, test database, maybe staging database as well. The sheer scale, of course, is going to cause some additional issues. And finally, finding the tools, right? I mean, which tools are good? Maybe you have tools that you know and love, and that's great. Continue using them. They definitely work. But maybe if you don't know where to start, it can be daunting and a little bit scary. When you monitor your application consists of code. That's your code, and you're going to want to monitor that, possibly instrument it with some traces, etc. But then you have everything around it, right? You have the infrastructure, the servers where it's running. You have network. We all know that network is tricky, right? So this is something which is hard. And so getting information about all that can be difficult in certain situations. So in this session, we are going to talk about a few aspects of monitoring, and then after that, fixing your applications. First of all, we'll talk about Asha Monitor. This is like the overarching solution which allows you to monitor, get analytics, get dashboards, get visualization about your data a little bit everywhere, from every part of your application. And then we'll take a deep dive, or a deeper dive at least, into Application Insight, which is a part of Asha Monitor. And Application Insight specifically is going to allow you to get a wealth of information about what's going on with your app. See information about failures, exceptions, even analytics about what the user is doing, etc. We'll see more about that. We'll talk about log analytics, which is also a part of Application Insights, because you collect so much data these days that it can be really difficult to make sense of it. And log analytics is a tool that will allow you to create some queries, to run queries apologies, to run queries against those logs and this data, to create some graphs or some tables, and basically to extract information from this huge set of data. Then we'll talk about Snapshot Debugging, which is probably one of my favorite features that I'm going to show today. It is like a time machine, allowing you to debug what happened in your production server, you know, last week or yesterday, without influencing, without stopping the production server at all. So it's a very cool tool. And then finally, we'll talk, once you have actually fixed your issue, how can you deploy it safely using something called deployment slots. And I want to mention that a little bit later this afternoon, I have a deeper dive into deployment slots. It's a CR session called MOD41, like this one, but +1, right? MOD41. And there we'll take 20 minutes with a lot of demos going deeper into deployment slots. And we'll see also how you can use that for canary testing, A/B testing. I'll come back to that in a second. So Azure Monitor is, like I said, it's like the house which hosts all your data, all your information about your application, all the logs, all the traces and everything. And then it has multiple parts. And it is a unified monitoring, meaning that you get metrics, logs, and all kinds of telemetry from multiple sources, and then that's going to be stored in a common location. And then you can, after that, create some visualizations which are going to help you get some insights, some information about what is going on. You can also create some dashboards, etc., etc. You can also integrate information from Azure Monitor into other systems via Devops. If you have different tools, there is integration possibilities. You can get notified with some alerts, etc., etc. So a lot of possibilities. And so when we go and understand where does this information come from, we talk about signals. Where do the signals come from, right? And first of all, what kind of signals do we have? We have metrics, all kinds of telemetry. We have logs. And then, of course, you have alerts if you configure, for example, to be alerted when something goes wrong. And all those signals come from different parts of your Azure application. So if we start at the bottom, you start with a tenant. This is your account, basically, and one account can have multiple subscriptions, one or more. And inside there, you will get some signals from there via the resource manager. There is a service health monitoring. Now, all that happens automatically without you having to do anything, because this is just part of what I would call the fabric of Azure, if you want. And then after that, we have resources on top of that, virtual machines, storage account, networking, etc., etc. All this is also going to be monitored automatically. On top of that, you have an OS, could be Windows, could be Linux, so you're going to have some perf counters, you're going to have also all kinds of information. And finally, your application, which can, for example, register user telemetry. What is the user doing? How long do they spend on which page? Why don't they go to that particular page? Well, the why we won't tell you, but we will tell you that they don't go to that page. So maybe after that you can talk to your designers, application logs, etc., etc. And all this is monitored, so it's going to flow into this common pot, if you want. And then after that, on top of that, you have tools which help you make sense of what's going on. For example, Application Insight, we'll take a deeper dive into that later, Container Insight, etc. You can create some dashboards, either in the portal directly, but also via Power BI. So Power BI offers some very, very powerful visualization possibilities. You can create reports for your CTO or your CIO, or even the CEO if he's interested. You have after that analytics, and so I mentioned log analytics. It's a very powerful tool which allows you to make sense of the wealth of information that you are gathering from your applications and from the infrastructure, using alerts to respond to emergencies. And finally, you can also integrate with different parts of Azure or even different parts of the internet via, for example, Logic Apps or even hubs. Logic Apps allowing you, for example, to react to events and then send SMS or send emails and notify whoever on your team is going to be responsible for fixing the issue. So if we look where it comes from and how it is wired, everything which I would call the fabric of Azure, this is emitted automatically by Azure. This is going to flow into Azure Monitor automatically. The information from the operating system are monitored also via diagnostics extensions and different agents. That's going to flow automatically. For your application, you can use the Application Insights Sdk, and we have different SDKs for different languages. You even have the possibility to instrument your client, for example, via .NET or via JavaScript, if you want to instrument your web browser application and get information about the behavior of the user directly in the web browser. We also support custom sources, so you have the possibility to import data from other locations and then to put that into Azure Monitor as well. Good, so I'm going to show you a demo, and for this demo, I believe that I can actually show you live, so let's try that. So I'm going to go to the portal. This is an application service, and I'm sure you already saw this application a few times today. This error is actually normal. It's because I mangled the connection string, and I actually fixed that in another in another slot, so I'm going to open the other slot just to make sure that we have a version of the website which is working fine. So this is our website. As you can see, we have different things going on. We have categories. You can drill down. You can see an item. You can add an item to the cart. All right. The cart is actually stored in a Cosmos DB instance, and the product description is stored in a SQL, Azure SQL database instance. You can increase the number of items. So that's the functionality of the site that we are monitoring. And as you saw before, there are some errors which are occurring. So here, I do have some errors when I try to connect to the shopping cart. You see all those exceptions are coming out. This is not very good, and I would like to understand why. So let's go back to our main portal, the main application service portal. And here directly you have some information very fast. You see that if I just scroll down, you have some graphs coming up. Here we have the HTTP 5XX. So this is all the server errors which are gathered here. We have data in, data out. We have numbers of requests. A little bit further down, and you see something which is really nice is that it's correlated. So if I go here, you see the line showing the time, so you know exactly what's going on. Now, one thing which is cool is that here I have my dashboard, and on my dashboard I like to put information about my applications, and I can have multiple dashboards. You see, if I expand here, I have one dashboard for this session. I have a dashboard for my previous session which already took place. I have a dashboard for another session that I give sometimes, which in your case would probably be, you know, applications, and like this you can have something really nice. And so if I go back to my app service, what I can do, I can take those graphs and then I can pin them to the dashboard. So I'm going to pin here the requests as well as the server errors. And like this, directly on the main page, if you want, of my Azure portal, I can have here some information coming up. So in one glance, I can know what's going on with my application and with my app service. Good, so that is one thing which is really nice. Another nice I wanted to show you, but which is not going to work right now, is a log stream. And so if you go down into here's the website, and you go further down, you see that there is a lot of monitoring solutions, right? And so you have metrics, you have alerts, you have diagnostic settings. And for example, if you go into app service logs here, you can actually start doing some logging. So for example, I can here click on application logging here, and then I can configure the level of the logging that I want to do. So here in that case, every time that you trace with the level of information, that's going to show up in the logs. You can also do web server logging if you want, and so you can say, all right, I want to retain the logs for 1 day, for example, with a quota of 35 megabytes. You can say you want detailed error messages, fail request tracing, all kinds of things. And then you can always access those logs via FTP. But of course, FTP means that you need to connect and get this. And then you have another feature which is really nice, which is log stream. And so I'm going to save that, and I can already guarantee you that the log stream is one of the parts of the demo which is probably going to fail. So let's switch to a quick video to show you that. And so basically what log stream is going to do, it is going to show you directly in the web portal what's happening in your application. So when you do a trace, those traces with a appropriate level are going to appear in the log stream window. And this is really good because sometimes you want to just quickly check what's going on in your application, all right? And you see the streams are coming up. If I wanted to see the errors only, I could configure that and see only the errors. And so like this, it's a very neat way to very fast be aware of what's going on in your application directly in the Azure portal. Okay. So Azure Monitor, like I said, this is quite a lot of information. You have documentation alert here. So if you go to this page, you will be able to know more about Azure Monitor specifically. But of course, we want to take a deeper dive into analytics and into insights, and that brings us to Application Insights, which is a part of Azure Monitor. And so Application Insight is going to allow you to get the big picture. It's collecting and showing data, not just about your application per se, but about the whole infrastructure, all right? I told you in my application, I have a SQL DB, I have a Cosmos DB. That's going to allow you to analyze what's going on, to find and fix problems. But also, when your application works great, it's a great time to actually take a moment to measure performance, maybe, and to see how can I make it faster, and analyze, how can I make the whole thing even better, even more stable for my users. So this is what Insight is offering you. You have the possibility to build some beautiful dashboards with a lot of visualization, and you are going to use that to do all this, but you are going to collect the telemetry at multiple tiers in your application. So for example, it can be a mobile application. You can totally instrument a mobile application, for example, with .NET with Xamarin, or with JavaScript, if it's a web application, or a PWA, or this kind of things. Of course, server applications can be instrumented as well. All this information is going to flow in Application Insight, and then after that, you get some visualization to help you make sense of it and to help your team understand what's going on. Sources of telemetry, I already mentioned that a little bit, but just to precise again, so it's an outside-in monitoring if you want. So we observe, for example, user behavior. You can see, for example, if the user never goes to a specific page, or if they go to a page and spend only a very short time there, maybe you want to change the design, for example, that can be interesting. Developer traces and events, so the developers can put traces and events inside the code, which are going to be collected. Observed application behavior, I would say those are things like startup time, unexpected crashes, these kind of things, as well as the performance of the infrastructure around it overall. And then after that, you have different tools that you can use. For example, application performance monitoring, right? You can use some different graphs to do that. You can measure different events, what happens between that event and this event. We have instant analytics. Analytics, I'm going to show you log analytics a little bit better later, but it allows you to build some very powerful queries that you can then save and run against your data periodically for a period of 24 hours, 36 hours, whatever you decide, and then to see some nice graphs. You have different visualizations. We have, of course, integration with different Devops tools. So here you have an integration in Visual Studio, but you can also do other things with Azure Devops, for example. And we have a very powerful tool, which I'm going to try to show you a little bit later, which is called the application map. Application map is a very, very nice component which shows you your application, but also everything that it is interacting with. For example, an Azure SQL DB, or a Cosmos DB, or even the web browser itself, and then to see average response time from the SQL DB, these kind of things. You can, of course, have an application which is deployed on multiple servers with load balancers, and maybe you have multiple clients which are accessing that. All the requests are actually tagged with a unique ID, and so that allows you to see where is my code running, and to basically make sense of everything, of the whole landscape of your application if you want. So like this, you can follow a request throughout the whole landscape of your application. Good, so if I want to show you here a quick demo of Application Insight. So I'm going to go back into the portal, and here I'm going to start Application Insight using the menu which is here. And that's going to give me the first look into Application Insight correlated to this application here, including a lot of information where you can learn how to get started with it. So we have a lot of different documentations. We have documentation about Profiler, Snapshot Debugger, SQL commands, etc., etc. So now I'm going to start Application Insight for this particular app. Here we go. And then you have different things that you see. First of all, we find again the graphs. You see that I have a number of failed requests which happened. Those are the red big exception boxes that we saw earlier on when I was trying to run the application. Okay, so we know that something is wrong in the application right now. And I told you that we have the application map. So let's launch it and see. And this application map is going to show you the landscape of your application, including everything that it contains. And so here you see, if I zoom out a little bit, we have, first of all, those 3 instances here. And those are the A/B tests. So those are deployment slots. So those are basically slots which run inside the process of my application. And we'll come back to deployment slots a little bit later, so you'll understand what they exactly do. But really, right now, I have 2 slots which have been active. I have a staging slot, which is where I deployed a different version of my application to try it out. And then I have, of course, the production slot. Now, you see that the production slot called the SQL DB, which is in fact correct because the SQL DB is where my products are living. And here I have actually the client. So this is a web client which is starting the whole thing. So unfortunately here both things are on top of each other. I'm trying to move it a little bit. But basically the client is of course starting the call. It goes to my app service and then it is calling the SQL DB. And then it is also going to call here the MongoDB. And notice that in one case, the MongoDB called went great. I had no problem here at all. And this is my staging environment. But in the other case, in the production environment, those calls to the MongoDB failed. And so I can get more information about that. One thing that is interesting is that you can actually dig into what you get here. And for example, we have a number of things that are interested here. For example, you can investigate the performance of those calls to Cosmos DB. This is a Cosmos DB with a Mongo API directly here in this portal. And here, for example, we have this graph that I really like because it shows in percentile what's going on. So you see that most of the requests are around 1 millisecond of time. So this is really fast. But I had one outlier here, which was at 34 milliseconds. And so maybe it's just normal. Maybe, I don't know, the Cosmos DB was restarting for some reason or something was wrong. But, you know, in certain cases, I could have a lot of outliers, which in that case are not outliers anymore, but a lot of very slow call. And that allows me to really investigate which part of my applications are causing the delays, right? So this is a very, very powerful tool. Every time that you have these kind of things, you can also change the period of time that you are visualizing, et cetera, et cetera. So this is the application map, very, very powerful. And so here also, if I dig into, for example, I want to see my failure, so I can go here into the exceptions. And so here I will see actually what is wrong. So I have here the failed request count. As you can see here, just about half an hour before starting this session, I had quite a lot of failure because I was, of course, mangling things out to have some data. I can go to exceptions. And here I can see a little bit more information about those exceptions, including, for example, diving down into it and visualizing even things like the stack trace, etc. We'll come back to that when we talk about snapshot debugging, but this is really, really powerful. Another thing that I wanted to show you is a live metric stream. So if I switch to that, it's going to connect to my application, and then you're going to have quite a number of graphs which are updated in real time. So you see what's going on here. And so if I go to my application and start navigating and adding to cart, for example, things are happening, and you see that I have some information about what's going on. So this is like a live dashboard over your application, which I could totally see on the big screen, right at the back of your project room, for example, to kind of visualize what's going on, and do we have problems, or is it working okay? All right, so log analytics. Log analytics is a really cool tool. It is going to allow you to write queries against your the collected data, right? The logs and all the metrics, and to make sense of it. And of course, the main reason why you want to do that is that it's really hard to see, you know, a big table and to understand, to make sense of what's going on. You want some visualization, and here you have the possibility to create some nice visualizations, as well as to filter, to change the time, you know, the time period that you are observing. And also another thing which is really nice with application insight in general and log analytics in particular is that you can have role-based access control on top of it, because it is giving you so much information about your application that sometimes you don't want necessarily that information to be visualized by everyone in your firm? Probably not, but maybe you have some vendors, maybe some parts are critical, secret, or for any reason, and so you can totally compartmentalize. This is a hard word to say. You can totally say, okay, this role has access to that part of the log analytics, but not to that particular part, because that part has to be handled, for example, by a full-time employee. Good, so you can use analytics, all right? It's going to help you dig deeper. Here we have a rendition as a chart, but you can also render, as a table. You can also render as a chart. And let me show you a demo of that. So here, if I go back into Application Insight, all right, I'm back into the portal, into the Application Insight portal. And if I go down, we have here Log Analytics. And by the way, if you don't know how to find it, you can always filter here, all right? So it's a little bit easier to see what's going on. And so in Log Analytics, you have the possibility to type some queries, and getting started can be maybe a little bit daunting. And so that's why we have some sample queries. So I'm going to click here on Request Performances and click on Response Time Trend. And this is a sample query which is shown, which says, okay, show me the request where the timestamp was 12 hours or smaller, and summarized by average request duration. And so you see, we built a whole query here. And then if I run this query, here it's not super interesting because it's in the past 12 hours. Let's change here the timeline to 36 hours, and then I can run it again. And here we have a little bit things happening. So you can change, you can see the visualizations like that. If you don't like this visualization, you can change it, for example, to have column visualization, all right? And also, if you don't like, for example, to have the length here, the time period in your query directly, I can remove it, and then you can change it here interactively. So I can look, for example, in the past 48 hours, and see what's going on. It's taking a little bit longer to load for some reason, but basically it allows you to do quite a lot of nice things here. Here we go, now we are loaded, and now we see over the past 48 hours. You can also save those queries, obviously. And so if you want to try typing a new query, you see that you have some support. You have IntelliSense-like support. So here I'm going to say, all right, I want the exceptions. And I'm going to check my cheat sheet just to be sure that I don't type something silly. I'm going to summarize, and I'm going to declare here a variable, total count equals count, okay? And then I'm going to order that by app ID, which in that case doesn't quite make sense because I just have one application, so I will have one app ID. And here you see the result, which is shown. I had 13 requests. And of course, one app ID only, but this allows you to build, and very nicely with a nice interactive experience with IntelliSense. If you want to know more about log analytics, you can click on the help here, and we have a getting started page where you will see everything you need to get started, like the name says, as well as also some online courses, language reference, so really the query language reference that you can use here. So it is a very, very powerful tool and very nice tool. So usually on my own website, for example, I have a few queries that I saved, and then I run them periodically to see what's going on. Okay, this brings us to Snapshot Debugging, which, like I mentioned, is probably my favorite feature. Oh, by the way, this is where you can find more information about the query language. This is exactly the page that I showed you, that I accessed via the portal, but you can also access it via this short link here. And by the way, you'll get the slides, of course. I showed you the resource slide earlier on. Good, so Snapshot Debugging, like I said, it's like a time machine. And you know, who didn't dream of going back in time, especially when your server is doing issues and then suddenly it works again and then you're not sure what happened, right? So Snapshot Debugging is going to allow you to debug in production, which in general doesn't sound like a great idea, but without downtime, right? Because what's going to happen is that this information is collected on the server during production, and then you have access to that, and then you can basically replay what happened. So you can dive into the details of the exception, if that's an exception, for example, see what went wrong, and then after that you'll be even able to debug that scenario in Visual Studio, even if that happened 3 hours ago in the past, or 5 days ago in the past for that matter. particular. It also supports distributed applications, which is really a nice feature because sometimes your application is running on multiple servers, you have load balancers, and that can be really hard to, to make sense of. And we also support, of course, secure access by role-based access control, because here we are even going to decompile your code, and maybe that's not something that you want to show to everyone, okay? So, when you debug locally, it's easy, right? You have your laptop, you have a server, maybe the server is even on your laptop because maybe you're simulating or you're emulating or you're just running localhost. Super easy, but of course when you go on Azure, it can be really way more complicated. And this snapshot debug is basically going to allow you to identify exactly which server was faulty, which clients were connected to that, which client showed the error, and basically bring everything together, if you want, exactly as if it was locally on your machine, even though it's actually running on Azure. So for the demo here, I'm going to show you how to access the snapshot debug. Well, the debug snapshot, I should say, sorry about that. So application analytics, I'm going to go back into the top of the application insights. And then here I have multiple possibilities to access that. I could go through the application map. In fact, I showed you that before. I clicked on the Cosmos connection, which was red, and then it showed me some exceptions, if you remember. Or you can go to failures, for example, and that's going to show me a number of failures. So here I have some 500 errors. I have 13 of them. And let's dig deeper. So I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to click on drill into operations. And you see here I have something which is really nice. Just going to, with all the excitement of Azure breaking down, I forgot to plug my laptop. So you see, this is what happens when I get nervous. So I'm just going to put some power. Here we go. And so what we have here is a list of exceptions, and you see some of the exceptions have this small icon here. What this icon means is that there is a debug snapshot associated to that particular recording, if you want. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't. It depends a little bit how it works. And by the way, getting a snapshot debug in your code is very easy. If it's .NET code, you just download a NuGet package. You don't even need to instrument your code. It's going to just happen automatically as soon as this package has been installed in your ASP.NET code. So I'm going to click here, drill into the exception. It's loading. Now you see you have a very nice timeline of what happened. Starting on the top, I was at the shopping cart page. It did a get, okay, that one worked okay. It did another get to another URL, that one worked okay. And then suddenly, oops, things start going badly. Here I have a get to my shopping cart, so I already know that it's something with the shopping cart. I go down and I see the exception which has to do with Mongo. So I know that there is a problem here with the Mongo driver in my application. And here if I go down more, you see I have the call stack. So I have really quite a lot of information about what went wrong in my application, right? I dive really quite deep into it. And then here you can see also quite a lot of information about what went wrong in particular. And here in that particular case, it doesn't want to load it, but in certain cases, you could even have an additional button. I'm not sure if that's maybe part of the error, in which case we'll go quickly to the oh, here we go. So now you have this button which says Open Debug Snapshot, all right? So we are going to drill, and so it's really application insight. You always drill always deeper and deeper and deeper into the exceptions, all right? And I don't have access, which I'm not sure why, so I'm going to click the button because it's a blue button. It's kind of, you want to click it, right? Yeah. Okay, so I don't have access. So maybe here we have exactly the problems that I mentioned before. So let me show you the video. And most of it was working, so I'm going to jump inside. So here we are already in the snapshot debug. And so here you see I am even deeper inside my snapshot debug. I have everything that happened, the whole call stack. And if I click on one of those calls and go further down in my page, I'm actually going to see the decompiled code. So if it's ASP.NET, you know that ASP.NET is intermediate language, which we can decompile. And so you're going to see exactly where you are. Even better, we have this download snapshot button, which is here on the top right. And download snapshot, for some reason, it doesn't seem to be really Is the video not working? Okay. Let me try to open the video in another player. All right, no. Okay, and so if I go back here, okay, so here we see more information about the exception, right? You see it's a Mongo driver. This we knew already. But if you click here on the download snapshot button, what's going to happen is that you get a file. It's called a diag session file, .diag session. And this file, if you have Visual Studio Enterprise on your machine, you can actually open it. And that's going to allow you to debug what happened, even if it happened 3 hours ago or 5 days ago, which I personally think that it's pretty amazing. I love this feature, and I wish I had this feature when I was working and building production applications. So Snapshot Debug is really pretty fantastic. It's like a time machine. I know I said that a few times, but I really like this feature. It's one of my favorite features, possibly with this one. This one is also one favorite of mine, deployment slots. And so deployment slots allow you to answer a question, which is, once I fix the issue, how am I going to deploy that with minimal downtime and also with maximum security, with not trying to break more things, okay? So in your app service, you can go ahead and create a new slot with the Add Slot button. And so here I have a number of slots. I have 3 of those. I have a staging slot, which is going to be used for deploying bug fixes or new features, these kind of things. And then at the bottom, I have a canary slot, and this slot is going to be used to test new features, for example, with an A/B test, okay? So you see the traffic on the right-hand side of the screen is going for 80% to my production slot and for 20% to this canary slot, which means that when you connect to the application, to the main URL, 20% of the requests are going to go randomly to the canary slot. And that allows you to do an A/B test. Then you can collect feedback from your users. They are going to tell you, hey, I saw that this thing was now red instead of green. I really like it. Or they are going to tell you, oh no, it was horrible. I really don't like that. You should go back to the old one. And basically, it allows you to collect information about what's going on. All right, so that's the A/B testing. Later, if the gods of internet and of Azure are with me again in my theater session, I'm going to show that a little bit more in detail. But let's talk about staging. So what you can do is deploy to your staging environment and to your staging slot. And then after that, it allows you to validate the changes. And so the slots are as close to your production environment as possible. Literally, it's running in the same process, which means that you can have different settings. You can say these staging slots need to connect to another instance of my database which has test data, but the environment of the app service itself is really as close to production as possible. All right, so it's way better than testing on my machine and then it works on my machine and then we know what happens when you deploy. You eliminate downtime because once you have validated your staging environment and made sure that it works, switching that environment to production is as simple as clicking a swap button. And this swap button, your site is alive the whole time. Your calls are going to go to the old environment, and then at some point, the load balancer is basically going to start redirecting the traffic to staging, which means that effectively staging becomes production, and then production becomes staging, hence the swap, okay? And you have a huge security because since your production becomes staging, the old production which was working is still there. And so if you introduce a regression bug through the staging and then you didn't see that and staging becomes production, and suddenly you get some error messages from your users saying, oh no, it doesn't work, oh my God, well, very easily you can swap back. It just takes a couple of minutes and then you're back to the old stage. Your new feature might be not there, but at least the bug is not there either. Okay, and then you can go and fix that. So a lot of security with that, and canary testing, I already mentioned that, which is an additional feature. All right, so for the demo, this is the main part of the demo which doesn't work in Azure at the moment, so I'm going to show you the video here. So let's click on the website. This is our website, and I don't know if you notice, it's working fine, really. But there is one small thing which is a little bit annoying, and personally, I really don't like that. there is some typo in the title. You see home appliances. Now that's me. My mother tongue is French, and I'm really bad in English. I don't even know how to write appliances and sink, right? So that's really bad. So I want to go back to my application, all right? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into deployment slots, and I fix the problem in the staging environment. So those typos are fixed here in staging. And so I'm going to be able to do a swap. Okay, so I'm going to go forward a little bit more so that we don't run out of time. And so here I clicked on the swap button, and you see it asks me, what do you want to swap between? So here I'm going to swap between the staging environment, which is here on top, and the production environment, all right? So let's start the swap, all right? Now, a real live swap is going to take something like 1 minute, maybe a little bit less than a minute. Here in that case, I went a little bit faster, but let me show you how you create a deployment slot first. So let's go back, and here I'm in another tab, another browser tab, because the swap is taking place, so I didn't want to disturb that. So here you can add another slot. Depending on your subscription as well as your app service plan, you can have multiple slots or more or less slots. Here I'm cloning the settings, because I'm going to say I want to start in my slot with a set of settings, all right, for example, from production. But then once you have done that and created the slot, you can also modify those settings. For example, say, well, in the staging slot, the connection string needs to point to another instance of MongoDB or Cosmos DB, or to another SQL database instance, for example. So you have a full-blown copy of the settings that you can modify if you want. So this is quite powerful. All right, let's go back here. So now the swap has been completed, okay? So I can go back to my website. You see now the typos are here, but if I refresh the website, the typos are gone. All right, perfect. Really happy about that. And you know, my users are testing the applications. They are very happy to see, oh, now you know English, okay? That's great. Let's try the shopping cart, okay? So we log into the shopping cart because I want to start buying. And then suddenly, oh no, what's going on? If I go to the shopping cart itself, you are going to see some huge exceptions appearing. So basically, I fixed the typos, but I broke the shopping cart, which is really not the direction you want to go, right? So, well, that's really bad. So no problem, because since I just swapped, I know that my production with the typos is in staging now. The typos, I can live with them, right? So I will go back to my portal, I will reswap, and then I can go and debug what happened. And in fact, if I was clever, I would have noticed that when I did the swap, actually Azure warned me about it. You see down there, here it says, oh, look at that, settings change. You see, I mangled the connection string to the MongoDB, which is a Cosmos DB instance, and suddenly I broke the connection to the shopping cart. So Azure actually warned me, but of course I know better than a stupid computer, and so I just went and did the swap anyway, right? Okay, cool, so those are deployment slots. Now if you come later to the Sierra session, I'll also show you the A/B testing if you want. It's a little bit deeper dive, but basically A/B testing, like I showed you, allows you to redirect a portion of the traffic randomly to another slot with the same URL as the production, and to test some new features and see how those are working. All right, so doc alert about setting up staging environments in Azure App Services. Okay, this is, of course, our docs.microsoft.com. So if we review what we learned today, we saw how Asha Monitor is enabling you to collect a wealth of information about your application, but also about the infrastructure around it. We saw how application insights allows you to see, for example, details about the exceptions, what's going on, what is the user doing in my applications, to create some dashboards, etc., etc. We saw how log analytics allow you to create queries against your content, which can be overwhelming a little bit, and to make sense of this content with a very nice query language. We saw Snapshot Debugging, which is this kind of time machine going back in time and allowing you to debug. If you have Visual Studio Enterprise, you can even step into your code and debug that. And finally, we saw deployment slots, which allow you to safely deploy changes, fix the errors, and then possibly roll back if that's necessary. If, like me, you don't trust your web browser. Microsoft Learn, we have a very nice collection that was curated for you of different modules, which are going to allow you to dig deeper into this content. I don't know if you know Microsoft Learn, but it's really cool. You have a lot of things. You don't even need an Azure account for that. We are going to give you some environments, some sandbox, which are eventually deleted, but where you can try things out. And then you can also collect some experience points, and then you can brag to your colleagues and say, hey, look, I have more points than you, which it can be interesting also. If you are interested to have a certification exam for free here at Ignite, you can do that. So you can scan here the QR code and get a voucher for that, one per person per event. Finally, this is again where you can find the slides on top, but also some code on GitHub, which is going to allow you to deploy our Tailwind Traders application, including application insight and everything, and then to try things by yourself on your own subscription. Encourage you to do that because it's always better to try things by yourself. I want to thank you so much for your attention and apologize again for the videos. Hopefully it was informative and helpful. If you want to talk with me, I have another session later today, so I'm going to be going to another place. But tomorrow, pretty much the whole day, I am at the debug bar in the development and architecture center. Thank you so much for your attention and have a great evening. Thank you.